So we're just going to explore movement really and have a bit of we'll do a couple of different things. But please do listen to your body. If there's anything that's uncomfortable, painful, just come out of the pose. You've always got child's pose. That's absolutely fine. So we're going to start by coming onto our backs. I want us to focus a little bit on the pelvis and the hips there as well, and that alignment and stability in the back and the hips area, and how it's important for us to engage the glutes and to engage the abs when we're in certain positions. So we're not dumping into the back, for example. So just come into a usual position of feet together and the knees out wide, or you can bring them like so. Whatever works for you. And just feel that gentle opening in the hips. And just notice how it feels. So if it's uncomfortable, adjust it. And we're going to take a few breaths. I want you to sigh out the first few exhales. And you can place one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart. And just try to bring in that mindful breathing, really. Bringing your awareness into the breath. Feeling that space in the body as we breathe all the way in and all the way out. We can take a little rock from side to side. Noticing your body resting on the ground. So feeling your feet on the mat, feeling the pelvis and the hips and the lower back, moving up towards the shoulders and the back of the head. You can take that breath a little deeper if that's available today. We're going to take 3 more breaths together. When you're ready, we're going to inhale as we draw the knees back together. Just take your time and slowly bringing each knee into the chest. And give yourself a nice little hug and a gentle rock from side to side. So just feel that lower back on the mat. We're going to come to stillness. And as you inhale, lift the forehead towards the knees, knees towards the forehead. Engage the core for 3, for 2, for 1, and release. Take 2 more in your own breath. Slowly release. I want you to keep the right knee hugged into the chest. And we're going to lift that left leg in the air. And flex that left foot and point. And flex and point. And try to keep the hips nice and grounded into the mat. We're not lifting up on that left side. Let's rotate that left ankle in both directions. And you can curl and open the toes. And I want you to slowly draw that left leg towards the face. We're opening up the hamstrings as well. Keep breathing. You can take hold of that leg and bend the knee if it helps. Deep inhale. As you exhale, gently bring that leg to its straight position. Take hold of that right knee. I'm going to take that left leg out to the left, just a little bit. Hold it here. And again, notice that nice, stable pelvis. And we're going to bring it back. We're going to take it down towards the mat. You can come to a hover point, and we're going to lift it up. We're going to take it out to the side. Take it down. We'll just repeat this a couple more times. And again, I want you to work with that stability in the pelvis. So we're engaging the core. You can release the hands if that helps. And when you're ready, slowly draw that left knee in towards the chest. Give it a nice squeeze. Let's lift that right leg up. So let's flex and point that right foot. And take a few rotations of the ankle in both directions. And when you're ready, slowly moving that right leg towards the face. Just starting to open up the back of the legs, the hamstrings. You can take hold of that leg. You can bend that knee. Make your adjustments to suit you today. Slowly taking it back. And when you're ready, we're going to take that leg out to the right. So again, we're not lifting up on the left side, but engaging the core and working with the pelvis. And take that leg down. You can find a hover point and lift. Let's take it out to the right and back to center and down. You're going to take 2 more of these with your own breath. Take your time. When you're ready, you slowly lift up and just bend that knee back into the heart. And we're just going to take a little rock. And slowly release the feet to the mat. I want you to bring the arms to the side. And let's lift up the hips, coming into bridge pose. Opening the heart. So we're avoiding that hinge point in the lower back. See if you can lift the heart up. Engage the glutes. Engage the quads and press the feet into the mat. Nice and strong. For 3. For 2. For 1. And release. Slowly bring the hips back to the mat. Just take a few moments here. Just notice how that feels. And the next thing we're going to do is moving into pigeon pose. So take that right foot and place it over the left knee. And again, check you're nice and grounded into the mat. So the hips are nice and stable. You're nicely pressed into the mat. You can take that right knee out. Just use the hands to coax it. See what space is available. And you've got the choice of looping the hands through around the side or around that left shin. Your choice. And let's just breathe together for a few moments. Let's take a deep inhale all the way in. And slowly release on the exhale. Let's bring that right foot down. Let's take the arms to the side. Take a deep inhale. Sigh out. One more time. And we're going to inhale to lift into bridge pose. You can lift the right leg off the mat if you want to. Keep the hips nice and stable. Sometimes we dip when we lift the leg. Engage the core. engage the glutes. For 3, for 2, for 1, and release. Bring that foot down and slowly release the hips. Take 2 breaths out. Lovely. We're going to move on to the other side. We're going to bring that left foot over the right side. Take a moment. See where that left hip opens. You can take the hand and just draw it a little deeper if that's available. Not forcing anything. And you've got the option of looping the hands through around the right shin or the right thigh. So just be mindful of keeping the pelvis nice and neutral here. Working into the hips. Breathing in, breathing out. Take a deep inhale all the way in. And exhale, slowly release. Just bring that left foot down. Take a moment to see how it feels. Check yourself. And when you're ready, take the arms to the side and lift up into bridge pose. Option to take the left leg in the air this time. Engage the core, engage the glutes. Breathe in for 3, for 2, for 1, and release. Let's bring that foot down and slowly bring the hips all the way down. Take in 3 breaths out. We're going to move on to abs now for a few moments. So I want you to keep the knees where they are, feet pressing into the mat. And let's inhale as we bring the hands to the side of the head. We want to protect the neck and the head here. And we're going to inhale as we lift the chest up. So feel the abs already engaging. And then you've got the option of taking the right knee to the left elbow and release. And to the other side. So we're just working into the abs. You can make a few variations if you want to straighten the unbent leg as you're turning from side to side. But there's options here. This is a really good one for the obliques as well. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's see if we can do 5 more on each side. Remember, you can stop at any time. You don't have to do the full set. And when you're ready, slowly release, bringing the head down. We're going to do that exercise again. So I want you to take 5 breaths where you are. So just relax the abs for a few moments. And when you're ready, come back into your position. And you can do between 5 and 10 on each side. Okay, so lift the head up, keep it nice and protected. And let's go. When you're ready, slowly release. Just take a few moments. That's quite a strong exercise. So just take your time. We're going to do 1 more with the abs. And just while you're resting, the one we're going to do is a version of the leg braces. So you can either take both legs down together, you can take one at a time, or you can even do like a little flutter, like so, towards the mat and lift up, okay? So just take a couple more breaths in your resting position. When you're ready, just take the arms to the side, lift the legs up, and just do your version. And we'll just take a few moments here, and I'll start counting you out when we're done. But again, you can stop at any point. Just keep your back nice and normal. And the idea is to engage the core here, engage the abs. We're trying to release the pressure on the back, yeah. We're going to keep going for 3, for 2, and coming all the way down for 1. And slowly release. Woo! I could feel that. I did find the fluttering down quite strong. But again, just discipline yourself when you're doing your abs. It's better to do fewer, but to do them properly, than to maybe rush like 10 or 20. So just keep an eye on the lower back when you're doing your abs as well. We want to be working the abs. So let's take a few breaths here. We're going to come into twists in a couple of moments. When you're ready, let's take the arms out wide. And you can lift the hips up and shift them over to the right side as we twist over to the left. Now remember, you can change this twist to suit you. Let's draw that right shoulder towards the mat and just take the gaze wherever it's comfortable. Nice breaths all the way in, all the way out. Just feel that breath all the way through the right side body. Deep inhale all the way in. Exhaling all the way out. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly coming up on the next inhale. So take your time. And when you're ready, after a couple more breaths, take the arms out wide again. Lift the hips up, shift them over to the left as we twist over to the right. Just breathe with it. We're breathing all the way in through that left side body, breathing all the way up. Nice, juicy twist. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Slowly lifting up on the next inhale. Just take a few moments here. Notice how that feels. And when you're ready, I want you to draw the knees into the chest. And let's rock up and down the spine. And I want you to come into a bent knee position. So the feet are on the mat, the knees are bent towards the chest. And just hug the knees for a moment. Rounding the shoulder blades. We're going to slowly bring the hands behind the body, fingers pointing towards the toes. Lift the hips up, coming into your reverse table. So just take your time, let the head drop back. Deep inhale. As you exhale, tuck the chin in, slowly bring the hips down. Come back to hugging your knees. For 3, for 2, for 1. Come back into your reverse tabletop. Hold it here for 3, for 2, for 1. And release. Come back into hugging your knees. We're going to just do that one more time. Slowly bring the hands back, lift the hips up, coming into tabletop. Hold it here, let the head drop back. For 3, for 2, for 1, and release. Slowly bring yourself back down and just hug it in. Beautiful. And I want you to come into a cross-legged position just for a moment. Actually, no, we'll stay here for a bit longer. So just check you're nicely grounded into the mat. We're going to inhale the shoulders up towards the ears, exhale to lower. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. So just be aware of the shoulders moving up and moving down. And close your eyes, soften the face. And you can then take the arms up and take the gaze up. Exhale to lower, inhale to lift. Working into the neck, feeling that nice lift as we stretch up. Take 2 more. And release. Beautiful. And we're going to take our cat-cows in our seated position today. So you can do your version. You can take it on the inhale, draw the belly towards the spine, around the shoulder blades. And on the exhale, open the heart. You can take the arms out once. As you inhale, you can bring the fingers together. And open. Just flow through a few of these in your own breath. So you've got the option of the open and closed arms. Or you can just keep the hands resting on the knees. And feel free to add any other little movements like this if you want. Just opening up. Oh. Keep going for a few more moments. Just be mindful of opening up the spine, the shoulders, and the heart. Going for 3, for 2, and for 1. There we go. I'll just come back to neutral. And when you're ready, we're going to take the hands onto the front of the mat, coming into our tabletop position. So from here, press the hands into the mat, tuck the toes under. Inhale as you lift the knees just a few centimeters from the ground. Engage the core. Take a deep inhale and release. Inhale to lift. and release. And keep going for 3, for 2, for 1, and release. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. And slowly lift the hips up on the next inhale. Coming into your downward facing dog. So pedal the feet, bend the knees. Externally rotate the upper arms. We've got that space in the shoulders. Keep the pelvis nice and strong. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's inhale, we lift the heels. Exhale to lower. 2 more times in your own breath. Lovely. Let's take 3 lion's breaths out. Take 1 more inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to gaze between the hands and slowly walk the feet towards the hands. So we're coming to the top of the mat. Coming to a ragdoll for a few moments. Let's shake it out, swing it out. Shake the head, nod the head. And just slowly release the hands to whatever they need, whether it's the toes, the shins, the thighs. And we're going to inhale, we lift the arms. Lift the chest, straighten the arms. Exhale to fold. Remember, you can bend the knees now. When you're ready, we're going to slowly start coming all the way up. Take your time. You can bring the arms all the way up. Coming onto the tiptoes, nice big stretch. And exhale to release. Let's just take a few shoulder rolls in both directions. I want you to find your Tadasana. We're going to take a few of our sun salutations. So remember, just check your feet, lift the toes, spread them out as you bring them back to the mat. Nice and neutral with the spine and the pelvis, just shifting a little bit of the weight towards the heels. Take the arms, shoulders away from the ears, arms by the side. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel that length as well, nice and tall. You're going to inhale to rise. Exhale, let's fold forward from the hips. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale as we step back into plank pose. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, let's bend the elbows in towards the ribs. Work the triceps, untuck the toes, open the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. To keep the back and the pelvis nice and strong as well. There is sometimes a risk of dumping into the back down dog. There's a lot of focus on opening the heart. But really do focus on the back as well. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, gaze between the hands, step, walk, or jump feet to hands. If you're going to jump, bend the knees, take a little hop, bring the hips over and come forward. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale to rise, through Hastasana. Exhale to release. So we're going to take some more sun salutations. We're going to add a sequence into it this time. And we're still going to be working in with the pelvis. Going to inhale to rise. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step into plank. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, lower down through chaturanga. Open the heart. Downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. I want you to take that right leg in the air. Keep the hips neutral, so we're not opening that right hip. Take the right leg out to the right and in. Engage that left glute as well. So we're trying to avoid locking out. Take it up, take it down, to the side and back. One more time. Take it up, take it down, to the side, then back. Beautiful. Stay in your three-legged dog. Engage that left glute. You can release that foot, or you can come all the way through a three-legged vinyasa. And we're going to meet in downward facing dog. Deep inhale. Exhale, gaze between the hands. Step, walk, or jump, feet to hands. Remember that jump. Get those hips nice and high. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise through Hastasana. Exhale to release. Take a few moments here. So we're just going to take a bit longer in between because it's quite hard on your wrists. So we need to be mindful of that. So just start coming back into your Tadasana. Reset if you need to. Take the shoulders away, arms by the side. Inhale to rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back into plank. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, lower it down. Elbows in towards the ribs. Open the heart. Downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. We're going to inhale that left leg in the air this time. So keep the hips nice and neutral. Take it out to the left and in. Bring it down and up, down and left and in. Take it up. Engage that right glute as well. Bring it out. One more time. Lift it up. You can release that foot or you can flow through a three-legged vinyasa. It's your choice. Keeping the arms nice and strong. Take one more inhale. Exhale. Gaze between the hands. Step, walk, or jump. Feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise. And release. We are going to do 2 more sun salutations. So we are going to do a bit more. We normally do 3, but we're doing 5 today. Remember, you don't have to do this. You can just do a normal sun salutation. You can come into child's pose. I just want to encourage us to think a little bit about the hips and the pelvis as well, just to create that stability. Come back into your Tadasana. Deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale to rise. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back into plank. Lower down through chaturanga and meet me in downward facing dog. From here, I want you to lift that right leg in the air. Bend the right knee, bring the right foot above the left knee or below. So you're coming into like a figure of 4. And I want you to keep the pelvis nice and neutral, engage that left glute. You can come back into dog or you can come forward and flow through a 3-legged vinyasa with that figure of 4 and meet you back in downward facing dog. We're going to take one more inhale. Exhale as we gaze between the hands. Step, walk, or jump. Feet to hands. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Stay in the fold for one more inhale. Exhale. Inhale to rise. Through Hastasana, gazing up. Exhale to release. So take a few moments here. We're going to do that one more time on the other side. So you know what to expect. So we're coming into that figure of four, keeping the hips nice and neutral, engaging that glute if we need to. And you've got the option of coming forward into a three-legged plank. Release that leg and lower down. Slowly back into Hastasana, shoulders away from the neck, arms side to side. We're going to inhale to rise. Exhale, let's fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, you step back into plank pose. Remember to keep the hands nice and strong, shoulders above the hands, slowly lower down through your chakra. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Bring it back into downward facing dog. So from here, we're going to lift that left leg in the air this time. Bend the knee, bring that left foot above that right knee or below. It's your choice. Try to keep the hips nice and neutral as we come forward, if you want, into your three-legged chaturanga. And coming back to downward facing dog. Deep inhale. Exhale, gaze between the hands, step, walk, or jump, feet to hands. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise. Through Hastasana, slowly release. So we're coming towards the end. We are going to work our way towards the mat. We've got about 6 minutes to go. So just take a few more moments. And I want you to meet me in goddess pose. You can take a few more breaths to get there. I want the toes to be away from the midline and just slowly sinking into the hips. Press the knees away from the front of the body. So we're moving the knees towards the back. We're keeping the hips nice and neutral. So we're opening up the hips more now. Now you can either stay here and just rest the hands or the arms on the sides, or you can bring the hands either side of the head like so. And stretch over to the right, lift over to the left. So it's your choice. Keep going for 3, for 2, for 1, and release. And slowly bring the hips back up. And just come back to the top of the mat. Shake it all out. I want you to bring the feet mat distance apart. Bring the hands to heart center and slowly start lowering down into your Yogi Squat. Don't worry if you fall, absolutely fine. You've got the option of running through crow pose or just bringing your bum to the mat. Now remember, if you want to do crow pose, you might want to have a cushion just to help you in case you face plant. When you're ready, let's just bring the bum to the mat. Take the legs out in front of us. Flex the feet, micro bend the knees, coming into Dandasana. Inhale, we lift. Exhale. One more time. Exhale. Beautiful. We're slowly going to bring the feet together, coming into our butterfly fold. We have about 3 or 4 minutes to go. So we're going to take a few breaths. Remember, neutral spine. And then as you come forward, slowly release. Let's just stay here for about 4 or 5 breaths. When you're ready, you can slowly come down into your final Shavasana. Bring the knees in. You can lower onto the forearms first to create that lift to the upper body as you come all the way down. Just feel that space in the armpit. Squeeze everything. Exhale to release. I'm going to start to deepen the breath. Let's slowly start wriggling the fingers and the toes. You can rotate the ankles and the wrists in both directions. Just slowly bring the knees into the chest one by one. Take a few little stretches, whatever you need, and just meet me in a comfortable cross-legged position in a few moments. Keeping the eyes closed, the face soft. You could bring the hands to heart center or let them rest gently on the knees. Closing down the eyes. Let's take our 3 clearing breaths. Slowly bring the thumbs up to the third eye. And as always, I want to thank you for today's practice, and I want to thank you for coming on this journey with me, and coming on this journey together. And just remember, in a world of so many things going on and pop-ups all the time, just remember it can wait. The inner light in me will always honor the inner light in you. Thank you so much for today's practice. Thank you very much. Cheers, everyone. See you soon. Take care. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.